I absolutely love high performance. I love trying to get to the next level of improving my skills or my knowledge or what have you. And one of the things that I kind of had to realize was that information is plentiful and it can be found online pretty much for free across the board everywhere. The reason why people don't take advantage of it is because it takes work to kind of filter out, what's relevant to me and what's not relevant to me, and so that's how people make money on courses and stuff. But if you go down the path of teaching yourself and looking up the information directly by yourself, it does take a lot more work, but the benefits of doing that is you can learn what you want to learn at the same time as learning things that you don't necessarily know that you wanted to learn at all, and that might not apply to your life right now, but it might apply to your life 2 weeks down the line or 2 years down the line. Like, oh wow, that makes sense now, because I mean it made conceptual sense before, but it's more relevant to me right now, so that's really helpful to know that. So I found that teaching myself has been a lot more of learning a lot of things and then kind of narrowing down what I need to learn about any given subject. And then all the extra information that I know is kind of a side benefit of doing my own research. But it is definitely a lot more work than just following your typical course. And I found that a lot of the high performance books and business books that will help you grow your business or start a business, a lot of the information is pretty similar from book to book. But the difference between them is how they get the knowledge across. So they might write in one specific way, or they might write around their own personality and their own experience. But something might be more relevant to one person than another. So it's not necessarily bad or good. It's just what they write about might connect better with somebody else that has the same kind of mindset as they do, versus every book it's got its own benefits. But having that difference between them, you get a larger scope for understanding that knowledge. So some of the books that I really enjoy and that I found a lot of benefit from might not be the same for somebody else. So I recommend some books and thinking that, oh yeah, it helped me a lot, it's going to help this guy too. Not necessarily. It helped him in some areas, but not in the same areas, or not as much as it's helped me. So kind of finding out that balance for the right person of what book it is, it's definitely different person to person. So I might suggest a book, but it's not going to be that relevant or not going to be that helpful, or they're not going to quite understand the same way I do. So that's kind of something that I've had to understand, is that for myself, if someone recommends me a book, I'm not going to necessarily get the same value they've gotten from it. It might be the same value because we have the same kind of mindset, or it could become something completely different or a smaller amount from that book, but not necessarily everything. So learning a lot of stuff and then narrowing down, how you understand things has been super, super helpful for just progressing my skills in different areas of life.